For some reason, there is a perception you can't catch Lyme disease in Texas. But experts say that is simply not true, and it's a message they're trying to get out as the weather gets warmer and more people start to venture outdoors. KXAN meteorologist Natalie Stoll spoke with one man who still suffers from the disease decades later.
All this helped Jay combat Lyme disease for just 1 year. He says he got it months after moving to Austin back in the 80s.
I remember waking up one day and all my joints were locked up and stuff, and I couldn't get out of bed.
But it took more than a decade to pinpoint what was wrong.
I saw a TV show about Lyme disease, and they actually showed the bullseye rash that I had seen 18 years before.
Jay says one tick brought constant pain that destroyed his once active lifestyle.
The one that got me was on the back of my leg. I never saw it. A little bug that size ruined my life.
In a Texas A&M lab, Dr. Maria Esteve-Gacent studies ticks and the Lyme disease they spread.
We might not have as many cases as you could find in Northeast or Midwestern United States, but it's definitely not zero.
In fact, Travis County saw 6 cases last year, none so far this year.
This is a disease that can be prevented really easily, but most of the people don't think they can get it, and that's when the problem comes.
Ticks like to live off the beaten path, so if you trek through bushes like these, you'll want to check closely when you get home.
And if you remove the ticks right after you arrive home, you're at low risk of acquiring the infection.
But Jay doesn't risk it anymore.
I absolutely do not go out in the bushes anymore at all. It's a serious disease, and it'll seriously impact your life.
Something Jay knows firsthand now 30 years later. In East Austin, Natalie Stoll, KXAN News.
Well, there are several steps you can take to prevent getting Lyme disease.
If you do go out into wooded areas with tall grass, experts say you should use bug repellent that contains 20 to 30% DEET, which is the main ingredient in keeping bugs off of you. And if you find a tick on your body, don't try to smash it. This is very important. They say you need to use tweezers to pull that whole tick off.